On June 13, 1966, the U.S. Supreme Court establishes the principle that all criminal suspects must be informed of their rights before interrogation. But why are these rights often called the Miranda rights? And which state was the source of the lawsuit that led to this high court decision? Also, what happened to the man whose case led to this ruling? Ernesto Miranda, who brought the suit, was born in Mesa, Arizona in 1941. He had been convicted in 1963 of kidnapping, rape, and robbery, based in part on a written confession he signed during interrogation by Phoenix police. That confession included the phrase, "with full knowledge of my legal rights," printed at the top. Nonetheless, the Supreme Court invalidated his conviction in a landmark 6-3 ruling in the Miranda v. Arizona case. In order to comply with the decision, police officers began carrying around cards so they could read suspects their so-called Miranda rights at the time of arrest. Miranda was subsequently retried and found guilty in 1967 without his previous confession. After his release in 1972, he started selling autographed Miranda cards, charging $1.50 each. In 1976, Miranda got in an argument at a Phoenix bar and was stabbed to death. He was buried in the City of Mesa cemetery. The man suspected of handing the knife to the killer was arrested and, ironically, read his Miranda rights. The murder suspect fled to Mexico and was never apprehended. Here are other events that happened today in history. In 323 BC, Alexander the Great dies in Babylon at age 32 after suffering from a 2-week illness. In 1381, during England's Peasants' Revolt, Wat Tyler leads a mob from Canterbury to London. In 1777, the Marquis de Lafayette arrives in America with the intent to serve in Washington's army. In 1805, after a year, the Lewis and Clark expedition arrives at the Great Falls of the Missouri River. In 1944, 1 week after D-Day, Nazi Germany launches its first V-1 rocket attack against London. In 1967, President Lyndon Johnson appoints Thurgood Marshall to the U.S. Supreme Court. In 2021, Naftali Bennett becomes Prime Minister of Israel, ending Benjamin Netanyahu's 12-year run. And now it's time for our Today in History quiz. When did Flag Day become a U.S. national holiday? 1919, 1929, 1939, or 1949? Liked learning about Ernesto Miranda and the Miranda rights? Then you'll love this one about a heinous crime that shocked the nation. Tap the screen to keep the story going on Today in History.